Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to tonight's Walpole Media Corporation Friday, September 9, 2022, season opening broadcast of Walpole High School varsity football. My name is Rick Brown, your voice of Walpole High Sports. I'll be calling all the action from the John Lee Press Box, high above John Turco Field on the Walpole High campus, as your Walpole Timberwolves take on the Flyers of Framingham High in a Bay State Conference interdivision battle. Joining me for our 8th season together and providing his unique and informative commentary is my co-host and friend, Mike Hardiman. Mike, it's been great to be back for another normal football season in front of bleachers full of cheering fans for both squads. As with the start of every season, many questions abound, including returning starters, promising newcomers, and even new teams in the schedule. This year will be no different. The Orange and Blue will host one new opponent, non-league Shrewsbury High, on Friday, October 7th, here at Turco Field. The Colonials will replace Brookline on this year's slate. Other than that, with the exception of the mid-season MIAA playoffs, the remainder of the schedule will only feature Bay State Conference teams. Braintree, Milton, Needham, and Weymouth from the Herget Division, and Framingham, Natick, Newton North, and Wellesley from the Carey Division. Walpole has just 8 returning starters: Corey Kilroy, Andrew Falzone, Max Collins, Elise Ali, Mike Welter, Mike Frederick, Sean O'Brien, and Aiden Feeney. Kilroy, Falzone, and Welter, this year's tri-captains. Let's see. Kilroy, a senior, will be calling the signals again as the starting quarterback. Corey completed 92 of 185 pass attempts for 1,424 yards, 14 scoring strikes, and 5 interceptions a year ago. Not afraid to run with the ball, Kilroy was also the second leading rusher to Falzone with 452 yards on 101 carries and 9 TDs. With all the injuries, Falzone was the team's workhorse in 2021, leading the team with 14 touchdowns, 166 carries for 897 yards, and 15 receptions for 115 yards. Feeney, another 12th grader, will handle all the kicking duties after a superb season a year ago. Feeney towed 34 of 39 point-after attempts and was 1 of 2 on field goal attempts. This year he will continue with his booming kickoffs, and after a strong off-season practicing, Feeney will do all the punting this fall. Head coach Chris Sullivan is in his 5th year at the helm and is coming off the team's most successful campaign under his tutelage with 7 wins and 4 losses, their best mark since 8-3 in 2015. Mike, what have we got? Anything for us, Mike?
Just watching the coin toss here today. So Walpole is going to do, let's see if they come out on offense and defense first, but of course Kilroy's returning at quarterback, Falzone at running back. The wide receiver crew is going to include Collins, O'Brien, Sean O'Brien, Jamal Abdal, Khalik, and Tyler Rubino. The offensive line has 1 returning starter, Mike Welter on the right. I know Mike Frederick last year had some spot duty as a sophomore. He returns on the left side at left tackle. Chris Gillis will be manning center. Dylan McCabe, left guard, Brendan Kearns on the right side at right guard. And we'll set up the defense here. We'll see how the coin toss turns out. Unfortunate loss for the Timberwolves. Elise Ali, 2-way starter, was slated to start both at right guard and middle linebacker. He broke his hand in the recent scrimmage. He'll be out at least 3 weeks. He's going to be someone that was expected to be a huge contributor, so Walpole will be looking forward to getting him back in the lineup as soon as possible. I missed the coin toss.
I got it, Mike. Walpole won and deferred to the second half.
Okay.
So the Timberwolves will be kicking off and going right to left on your TV screen as both teams are getting ready to start the 2022 season. We'll be ready for this national anthem by the Walpole High Pep Band directly opposite us in the stands.
Not a big squad in terms of numbers for Framingham.
No.
Big school. Of course, they might not have dressed a bunch of folks for a road game. Sometimes teams do that. They don't bring everybody for road games. So.
Right.
Sorry, the band to play the national anthem.
Playing of the national anthem, we'll be ready to get underway. Let's see, a year ago on the road in the opener, the Flyers scored on a 90-yard opening kickoff return, but the orange and blue came roaring back to score the next 30 points and cruise to a 35-24 victory. Kilroy threw for a pair of TDs in that game, and Falzone also scored on the ground. Things got a little dicey after that though, as Walpole lost its next 3 games to Natick, Wellesley, and Milton. A resounding victory over Brookline turned things around as the Timberwolves closed out the year with 6 wins in their final 7 games. The orange and blue is out there getting ready for this first kickoff. Aiden Feeney, like we said, getting ready to do the honors. And let's see, for Framingham, we have, looks like number 4, Matthias Silva back there.
Tough to see the numbers at an angle.
It is, yeah.
For Framingham.
And we are underway here at Turco Field. Goes back to the 5-yard line. And
great
up to the
tackle.
21.
Logan Keys.
Carried by
Logan Keys is someone we saw a little bit last year. Spot duty as a sophomore running back, as well as I believe DB. I know he's starting on defense at DB. For
Yeah.
Walpole defensively, they're starting out with 4 D linemen. Sean O'Brien at one of the ends, Mike Frederick at the other end. In the middle, we got TJ Famaghetti and Brendan Kearns. At linebacker, we have Matt Raynard and Sean Moriarty, as well as Anthony Shamoon. I'll get the D-backs here in a second.
in motion, but going right up the middle, picking up maybe a yard, was
Number 24.
24 Calvin Hodge.
Yeah, Famaghetti did a good job holding up. He held up the offensive line, allowed some of his guys to come in and clean up and make the tackle. Famaghetti, number 66, big boy. Looks like he'd be hard to move. Oh, nice hit.
Right away. It looks like they might give him a yard on that.
Yeah, Anthony Shamoon from the inside linebacker spot. I don't remember Anthony getting much time on the varsity last year. Good to see Anthony Shamoon, a junior running back, linebacker, came up and made a nice hit. Stopped the runner cold in his tracks. Third and 8 or third and 9.
Back to pass, looking, he's being chased. He's going to put it down and run with it. And
Oh!
boom, what a hit at the 25-yard line.
Matt Reynard, Jr.,
Wow.
number 3. A missile. I thought he had some opening there, but Matt Reynard closed fast.
He did. He came right in. and
The whole
nailed-
play started with O'Brien, who was kind of in the T.J. Farrell role this year, right? T.J. Farrell terrorized quarterbacks last year. O'Brien, from the same defensive end spot, was able to get some pressure, force the quarterback to scramble, and like I said, Renard with the big finish. Good opening start for the Timberwolves.
Kevin Needham, and he's back deep, and I can't get the number of the other.
Jamal Abdul
Kalak, okay.
Yeah.
It's a short punt, and it's going to go out of bounds on the Framingham side of the 50-yard line. It'll be go out at the Framingham 49, and that's where Walpole will take over, 1st and 10. There's a quick 3-and-out
Yeah,
for
good
the
start
defense.
for the defense, and good field position inside, just inside the Framingham territory. Boy, I've been looking forward to seeing these guys who really had great years last year. Can imagine what they're going to do senior year. Kilroy
Looks like there
and
might have been a
Falzone.
penalty on that. It will be against Walpole. Didn't get the signal.
Holding? Maybe a hold? Wow,
Big,
15.
it's a 15-yarder, whatever it is.
Terrible.
Comes back to the Walpole 36. All right,
I mean, I missed it, but I didn't see
I
a
didn't
flag on
see
the field.
what
yeah.
it was either, but it was close. It was right here in front of us, right at where the ball went out of bounds. All right, Kilroy in the shotgun. There's the low snap. Gets up, fires, complete. On the side, going down the sideline, and goes out of bounds at about inside the 40.
Yeah.
That was to
Abdal-
Jamal Abdal Kalak. He goes to the 39 of Framingham. Pickup of 25 on that play, and it'll be a nice way to start for Walpole.
1st and 10 to Framingham, 39 yards.
Max Collins split furthest over left. Hand off to Falzone right up the middle. Good pickup. Gets down to about the 30.
Yeah, looks like you got about 9 on that one. I wanted to play before, a low snap, but Kilroy did a good job of getting the ball out there. And I tell you, just Abdul Kalak really looks athletic there.
Right.
A lot of speed to get to the outside, so we'll be looking forward to seeing more of that.
Pickup of 9 for Falzone. 2nd and 1. Kilroy back to pass, looking, fires, complete.
Touchdown.
Collins, 6-ball play, 6 points.
I tell you, this offense is going to be explosive this year.
Max Collins with the grab, 30-yard touchdown pass from Corey Kilroy.
2nd and 1. Walpole knows they have a few downs to work with, especially deep in Framingham territory, so they take the shot, not downfield, but a decent length pass, and Collins was able to separate after he got the ball. He outran.
Right, he beat everyone.
Yeah.
Clear.
Great
Feeney-
start for the Timberwolves.
Feeney's first attempt at an extra point is up and splits the uprights. And Walpole jumps out to a 7-0 lead here. Just 3 minutes and 50 seconds into the game. So Walpole ran off 3 plays and picked up 64 yards in
So that
3
penalty,
plays. Yeah, so
although not something you want, that didn't hurt him at all.
not at all, no.
Boy, Walpole's been pretty fortunate with kickers the last couple years. So
Right, yeah.
I know Feeney had a good year last year.
Before it was Harry Butters. We had
Harry
Harry for
Butters
3
before
years. Yeah.
Yeah, number 30. He was both. They were both 30s, huh? You
Right.
think that's the kicking number now?
Yeah,
for
I guess
Walpole?
so. Stand starting to fill up now
Picking off Walpole, 80 feet.
for the Timberwolf side of the field. And the boot is off. Fumbled. Picks it up and gets up over the 20 to about the 22.
With the catch and carry.
Yeah, I think that was Sean Moriarty on that tackle. Another kid who contributed a little bit last year. A little bit of linebacker. And then, obviously, I think I mentioned in the last series, he's starting at linebacker. I didn't get to the DBs last time. Logan Keys is at one of the corners. Drew Karopikatin. I'm going to have to really ask someone how to pronounce that. Karopikatin is at the other corner. Collins and Falzone are the safeties. Falzone's kind of playing a hybrid linebacker safety position there.
Yeah. There's the snap, a handoff. Stopped right. Oh, no, he gets around the corner. Good fake there, but he got nowhere. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him about 6 inches.
Yeah, I think that was Moriarty again. We were just talking about he made the tackle on special teams and now makes the first tackle here on defense. Like I said, he got a little bit of time last year at linebacker, spelling guys, injured guys, rest, and he's obviously elevated his game a little bit. Now he's in the starting lineup.
And all kinds of movement on the line for Framingham, it looked like.
Here's a flag on the play.
I do want to mention number 56, Nick Foynes. I did not see him on the first series. He's playing at inside linebacker junior. Number 79, Calvin McCabe, sophomore. Oh, sophomore getting some time. In Famaghetti's spot, I believe. No, not Famaghetti's spot. Sorry, because Famaghetti is still in there.
Offside, Walpole.
That was
5-yard penalty.
not a penalty on the Flyers. It'll be on the Timberwolves. So it'll be 2nd and 5. Keeper. And a pickup of about 2.
Yeah, O'Brien turned that play up. He did exactly what he's taught to do. Make sure that that guy carrying the ball, it doesn't get around the end. Turns the play up and Falzone's there to clean up. 3rd down.
3rd and about 4 for Framingham. Matthias Silva, the quarterback.
No option.
Pitch over and hit in the backfield.
Foul zone again.
Foul zone back to the 34, 24.
I tell you, last year I didn't see many guys who tackled as well as Andrew Falzone. That was a picture-perfect tackle right there. He really tackles well. And it kind of was the same tandem as the play before. O'Brien forced the pitch and actually made the quarterback pay for even having the ball. And Falzone was there for the cleanup. So those two guys, obviously, guys that Walpole's counting on big time this year, factor in heavily on that series.
There's the punt. He gets away. Another short one. And it gets a Walpole bounce and is down on the 43-yard line of Framingham. And that's where Walpole will take over 1st and 10, holding the 7-0 lead on a 30-yard pass reception by Max Collins from Corey Kilroy and Aiden Feeney's extra point.
Walpole started by Framingham, 43-yard line. 1st and 10.
Walpole coming out with their familiar single back, 4 wide set, 5 linemen in the shotgun. Falzone.
Falzone with it. He goes way. But he did get up to about the 40-yard line. I think they're going to give him the 40.
Tackled by Jackie Simone. And Juan.
Give him 2. Maybe 3.
Let's see, where are they going? Yeah, about 2.
Full progress as gain of 2 yards.
41. Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8 for Walpole. Kilroy back to pass again, looking long. Go
Oh,
over the,
what a
what a catch! What a catch! As Jabal Abdal Kalak pulls it in.
Wow, great. He went up and I tell you, when Kilroy released the ball, I was like, oh boy, right? You know, it's close. But basically,
Yeah.
Abdal Kalak beat the guy to the ball, pinpointed it. Again, very athletic play. Boy, he looks like he's going to be a threat this year. Just on the first 2 plays, I mean, he was able to turn a little swing pass into like a 20-yard gain, and
Right.
now this long touchdown pass. A lot of weapons on the outside for the Timberwolves.
Feden's kick is a flag. Let's see what the call is. It looked like it was offsides on Framingham, so the kick is up and good. And Walpole takes a 14-0 lead here. 8:14 the time. So 2 touchdowns in the first 8.25 minutes of this game for the Orange and Blue, as they really coming out strong here.
Yeah, it's interesting, and you know, I was looking at both teams in warm-ups, and I was just saying, boy, Walpole looks much bigger than Framingham. For some reason, Framingham doesn't. I'm not talking about number of kids, but
Right.
just like the size of the kids.
Size, yeah.
And obviously, with Walpole's skill on the outside, you know, you never know till the ball is kicked off. But I was thinking this potentially could be a rough night for Framingham, but a long way to go, and they have a long time to
Right.
get back in the game. Just like last year, like you said,
Yeah.
they came back after Walpole built up a big lead and made things interesting.
They did. Beautiful weather here. It's 77 degrees at game time. Nice, beautiful sunny day out today. Late summer, early fall weather. Like to see this continue for a few more weeks. And the kick, a boomer going over to, dropped, and it goes out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. And that's where the Flyers will take over.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And that's where Framingham will start their drive.
But that's 2 kickoffs that they've fumbled. One he was able to pick it up and run it, but that one he just dropped right out of bounds. .344 left to go in the first quarter. Walpole on top, 14-0.
Got another new inside linebacker, Joey Malone, third series, third different kid out at the inside.
Pickup of about 2 by, I think Calvin Hodge was who that was.
Yeah, Raynard with the tackle. He's been active early.
1 yard gain.
He's been in minimally on 3. I know he's assisted on maybe 1 or 2 others.
Second down, 9 to go.
Oh, again.
Another big hit, yeah.
He's just such a good tackler.
At the 20-yard line.
Tackled by Andy Falzone.
Falzone again. Up to the 20, a pickup of 2.
3-yard pickup.
Bring up a third and about 6, 5, maybe 5. And timeout call by Framingham with 2:47. Why is the clock running? There it is. 2:43 left in this first quarter. So we're staying with the statewide MIAA tournament again this year with the top, let me see what I've got. Okay, the top 8 teams in each division qualifying. Teams are allowed to play 7 or 8 games in the 8-week qualifying period and must win at least 3 games to be considered for the playoffs. Walpole will compete in 8 games pre-tourney, all but one, Shrewsbury, against the Bay State Conference teams. And on strength of schedule, the Orange and Blue should be in pretty good shape. Framingham, Braintree, Shrewsbury, Newton North, and Weymouth are all in Division 1, while Needham, Wellesley, and Natick compete in Division 2. Milton, like Walpole, is in Division 3. We're back here. 3rd down and about 5 for Framingham. In motion is Zach Fabry. The pass over on the side, complete, and a 1st down for Framingham. Fumble!
He's looking.
And Walpole recovers the fumble.
What are they calling back there? Looks like they... Oh, yeah, okay. I thought they were calling for an injury in the back, but no. Hey, Framingham ran a nice play, and the kid made a nice run to get a 1st down, but Walpole was able to get to the ball quick and force a turnover.
And the Timberwolves will take over on the 29-yard line of Framingham. Yeah, that would have been a 1st down for the Flyers.
Walpole will take over in Framingham, 29 yards. 1st and 10, Walpole.
Number 19, Tyler Rubino in the slot. I don't think I've mentioned him so far. Low snap again, Falzone up the middle.
Falzone goes up over the top.
Sorry, Rick, I got excited. I started doing play-by-play. Sorry about that.
Pickup of 2 to the 27 of Framingham. Walpole comes up to the line. 2nd and 8. High snap. Falzone looks, completes over the middle. 6 points. As Sean O'Brien goes 27 yards for the touchdown. Walpole again scoring big.
I tell you what, I don't know how many times I can say it. Just so many weapons out there. Abdal Kalak, Collins, O'Brien, all 3 have scored. And you've got the senior quarterback, Corey Kilroy, who had a really good year last year with 1 more year under his belt.
Feeney attempting his 3rd extra point here in the 1st quarter. It is up, hits the cross, hits the post, and bounces in. When it rains, it pours. So 21-zip Walpole here, as the Timberwolves have been just exploding all over the place here. The defense has been doing the job, and the offense obviously is going crazy out here.
I mean, everything I was kind of looking forward to seeing, just all these weapons from, these kids did great last year as a junior. So,
yep.
But it's been the same play, by the way, as it was to Collins, except it was from the right-hand side, that little slant.
Right. Yeah, the pass coverage for Framingham has been not too good. Feeney getting ready to kick off here. He gets it off down to the 13. Another fumble, and he falls on it. That was Jason Jean-Louis, and Framingham will take over on their 13, 12, on the 12. Boy, they keep moving back each time they get the ball.
Yandel Cora, he's struggling to catch those kickoffs. Number 13. Let's see if I can pick up any new players in the game. No one new that I see, but let's see here. Looks like they're giving O'Brien a rest. They've got a new player at left end. I'll get it in a second.
Silva back to pass. Goes deep downfield. Incomplete.
Number 82, Charlie Lyons, giving O'Brien a rest after he scored that TD at left defensive end. Yeah, I tell you, that was a close play. I actually thought for a second Drew Karapikatin, and boy, I'm gonna call him Drew K all year, I think. Looked like he was going to be able to get to that, but he made a nice strip. I don't know if it was him or the safety coming across, but nice strip to force an incomplete pass.
Second down. We're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Walpole on top, 21-0.
Little sweep left.
Pitch, fumble on the ground. A loss,
Wow.
big loss back there, back to about the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
That was a pitch to Jacob Shamus, I think. And it'll be third down from the 2 yard line, it looks like. Loss of 10 on that play. It'll bring up a third and about almost 20 from the shadow of the goalposts.
That ball is now on the 1 yard line.
Fumble again.
I don't know if it was the ground that caused it or. Oh, they're giving it to
Walpole recovers
Walpole.
it again inside the 10. It'll be at the 9 yard line. And it looked like it was Matt Renard who came up with that.
Yeah, Framingham is very sloppy. Very sloppy. I mean, this might be the end of the quarter right here.
Oh, yeah, it is. So that will end the first quarter of play here with Walpole on top, 21-0. As it has been all Walpole, big time. And Framingham is definitely struggling here in the early going of the 2022 season.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like this is, it just looked like a mismatch from the beginning this whole first quarter. Again, you never know. I don't want to jinx them, but I don't want to jinx Walpole. But I just don't see, from what I'm seeing in the first quarter, I don't see Framingham being able to stop Walpole. I'll say that minimally. I don't know about offense, defense, but they're struggling to hang on to the ball and get plays off. And so the key tonight will be to keep the pressure on here, but come out healthy and
come out healthy.
line themselves up for these next 3 games, which are just crazy, just like last year. Natick and Milton and Wellesley.
Right.
I mean, those are the teams that everyone's predicting that Walpole's going to be battling with for, particularly Natick and Milton, obviously being in the Harrogate.
Right. So Walpole will take over on the, moving it back to the 8 yard line.
Moriarty joins Falzone in the backfield.
And off to Falzone. He dives forward to about the 6. Pickup of 2. Second and goal from the 6. Again, Falzone pulls his way down to about the 3, maybe the 2. Going to put it on the 3. It'll be third and goal from the 3.
Kilroy 4 for 4, 3 of them touchdowns. But this is 2 down territory here.
Right, yeah. Falzone goes in. 20-yard run by Falzone for the score. .124 gone in the second quarter. The kick is up, and it is good. And Feeney is 4 for 4 in the early going here. Walpole's on top, 28-0.
Well, Framingham's made a swap back there for number 13. Now they got number 44 back there. Evan Goldfarb. I'm sorry, Michael Pusateri.
Yeah, Cora had trouble handling those kickoffs. Feeney ready to kick off here, and his boot is on the way. Taken at the 9. Coming up the sideline, breaks free, gets up to about the 35, 36-yard line. That was Michael Pusateri with that carry.
Yeah, so Charlie Lyons, I think you said that, in on the tackle there. We'll see if Framingham can put together a first down or two here, get on track. But Walpole's D's been pretty stalwart so far,
right.
Although Framingham's been shooting themselves in the foot a little bit too.
Yeah, yeah. Walpole, Framingham will take over first down on their own 34. This is their best starting position so far in the game.
Calvin McCabe, sophomore, still in at defensive left tackle, and number 82, Charlie Lyons, still in at defensive left end, giving O'Brien a little bit of a breather.
Running with it is Silva. He gets outside and picks up maybe a yard.
That was a nice play by Moriarty. He was engaged with a blocker, and he kept battling, was able to get free and make the tackle.
Pickup of about 3 on the play. 2nd and 7.
Foynes and Matt Renard still in the middle, 2 juniors. Foynes is a junior, right? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Of course, one of those spots would be Salee when he returns.
Right.
He was a wrecking ball at the end of last year. I don't know if you remember that Masconomic game. Boy,
oh, yeah.
he
Yeah.
was causing havoc.
Back to passes. Silva looking. Being chased, comes out of the pocket. He's got a first down and goes out of bounds at the Framingham 49, it looks like. They're going to say bring it back to the 46.
I think he's a sophomore. Yeah, number 4.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he is.
Maybe they're going young this year. It always amazes me to look at, so Framingham's roster has the graduation year, and to see 2024 and 2025 is crazy to me.
It is. I know.
But no, good play by that kid. He was getting pressure, had no one open, and was able to run for the first down.
The first down of the game for Framingham. A little confusion back there, and Framingham has to call a timeout.
Fundamentals struggling to get organized. Can't hold on to the ball.
Right. Yeah, they definitely look confused out there on that play. So what else have we got? Let's see. Walpole's defense last year only allowed 155 points, their fewest points in a normal season since going 11-1 and yielding 101 points in 2014. Let's see. Walpole finished second in the Herget last year at 4-1. Framingham was third in the Carey at 2-2. And first and 10 for the silver and blue. And chased and hauled down for a loss back to about the 40-yard line.
Mike Frederick was first, but there was a ton of guys. That wasn't really a play that I would say was too difficult to sniff out. Yeah, big loss there.
Loss of about 5 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 15.
Second down, 14 to go.
Handoff. Oh, Silva keeps it. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Lunges over. Gets up to about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, O'Brien, again, forced him to bring it down and run, and that's been, quite frankly, the most successful thing Framingham's been able to do tonight is those quarterback scrambles. So
It'll bring up a 3rd and about 8.
Patrick Webb
Framingham
coming into inside at D tackle for number 79, Calvin McCabe. Just want to make sure I get his name in there.
Calvin's a big boy.
Oh, he is. He's a sophomore. I was saying, I looked down to see what year he was. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah. There's the snap. Oh, look, pass over on the side. Incomplete.
Did he drop
and a
it?
flag. No, flag comes in. That may be a late hit
What?
or a dangerous hit. I didn't think it was, but.
Well, the pass was low. It forced the personal foul. It forced the Framingham receiver to kind of get low, and you know, unfortunately, that's where the defender's going to come in and make the stop. But I didn't see like a lead with a helmet or anything.
Right.
But of course, we don't have the advantage of any replay. But Framingham gets a break
Goes
here.
back to the 37 of Walpole. And I'll bring up a new set of downs for the Flyers. 6:23 left in the half. Walpole up 28-0. Silva still on pushing, still going. Gets up over the 35 to about the 33, 34. Looks like the 34.
Yeah, sophomore showing some toughness there. It was a design quarterback draw. The 47 Webb actually had broke in, got an arm on him, but Silver was able to drive ahead for a couple yards.
2nd down and about 7. He's looking. He's going to run to his right. Fires into the end zone. He's got somebody. Oh. What a play. What a play. That was Drew. Let's see. Kuropatkin. We'll
Drew
try
K,
Kuropatkin.
as I refer to him. Drew
Yeah,
K.
Drew K. Yeah.
But no, he looked wide open there, and Silva actually bought some time. The receiver broke loose. He looked wide open, but Drew K. Kuropatkin was able to close, and another nice strip. I think he had a strip earlier in the game, so stopped the touchdown there.
And he's a senior, Kuropatkin. 3rd and 7.
I'd imagine Framingham has 2 plays here to go for it on 4th.
Silva back to pass, looks, sets it up, ears it
Get
out,
it.
deep again.
Oh, again.
Knocked out again, and
Drew
that was
Kuropatkin.
Kuropatkin again. I think we
tell you,
better
he's
learn
been,
how to pronounce his name really fast.
I know.
Kuropatkin. I'm Kuropatkin.
He's had
We
3.
will, I will try to find out this week how to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Brings up a 4th and 7 for
He's
the
had
Flyers.
3
They will
pass
go for
breakups
it.
tonight. He's done a nice job.
Yeah.
Yep. And that kid who he was defending there, I think, looked a little bit taller than him, so he went up and did a good job. Design keep again. It's going to be first down, no?
Nope, I think he stopped just short.
That was Collins. Yeah, stopped short. Good tackle by Collins.
Yeah. And he gets up to the 28. That looks like we were get stopped there. So Walpole will take over on their own 28. First and 10. 4:42 left to go in the half. Walpole on top, 28-0. Falzone again, the lone running back. Kilroy back to pass, fires, complete.
Same play Collins scored on.
Still going. Collins to the 48-yard line, maybe, of Framingham. To the, where are they going to go? 49. No, they're going to put it right at midfield. Pickup of 22 yards on the play. And another set of downs for Walpole.
Kilroy 5 for 5 unofficially. I have him for about 146. 3 touchdown passes. That's that in cut, that slant, that makes up 3 of the catches. It looks like 85, Matt St. Cyr, sophomore, has entered the game at wideout.
Hand off to Falzone up the middle. Picks up. Goes down. He got maybe.
I will
They're
say
going to give him a
Framingham's
couple
done
of
an
yards
okay
to the
job stopping the run. And Falzone, 7 carries, 23 yards. Again, not official, but
yeah,
oh, did he get a? Could they give him a couple there?
2. Yeah, they gave him
Okay,
2.
they forward progress. So I have 25 yards, 7 carries, 25 yards. Did they call a timeout?
Somebody did. 3:13 to go in the first half. Anyway, well, listen, folks, I'll bet you're wondering, I'd love to do some, play-by-play or color commentary on Walpole Cable TV for Timberwolf Sports. If you are interested, please contact Walpole Media Corporation Executive Director Tamara Green at 508-668-7795 or email her at tgreen@walpolemedia.tv. You, too, could be on cable TV. Second down and 8 for Walpole. 3:13 left in the half.
Rocco Frisoko also checking in the game at wideout.
5's complete again.
And that's the sophomore, number 85, Matt St. Cyr.
And he gets down to the 34.
Looks like about 14 yards on that one.
Pickup of 14. And another first down. Like we said, 6 for 6 passing for Kilroy.
I tell you, it looks like they have a deep receiving core.
Right. And Kilroy's going to keep going around left end. And goes out of bounds inside the 30. Inside the 30 to about the 29. That's where they'll mark it, a pickup of 5.
I don't know if he's underrated, but to me that was a big part of his game last year. So in some games he actually had, some big runs. He broke a lot of tackles. So that'll be, he's throwing the heck out of the ball right now. But his running game too is he's a big, strong kid. He breaks tackles.
Yeah.
It'll be a big factor. A lot of weapons. Foul zone
And
again.
foul
Now he has an
zone.
opening.
Big wide open space going, but bulling his way down inside the 10 to about the, looks like they're going to mark him just about the 10-yard line. For Walpole, yeah, right at the 10-yard line. Pickup of 19.
Foul zone coming out. Logan Keys coming in. He looks okay, but he, no, he looks like he got a little
Sitting down
dinged
on
up.
the sidelines there. That's not a good thing. He's up.
Yeah, he's up. He looks fine. No trainer. Logan Keys.
Keys runs it in.
Touchdown.
Whoa. In for the touchdown.
Big block by Chris Gillis on that play.
So we've had
So
five.
in fantasy football, they would say that that's, I don't know what the right term is, but stealing the touchdowns from foul
Yeah.
zone. So coming in at the end and poaching that touchdown run. But no, I'm only kidding. Great run by Keys. He
Yeah.
is actually very quick, a little bit different than foul zone. Foul zone is a little bit more powerful, more of a contact runner. Keys is quick.
Right. But
He had some run. He
five
had some
different
time
players
last year.
have scored for Walpole
Huh?
today. 5 different players have
Yeah.
scored for Walpole. We have a minute 47 left to go in this one, first half. Walpole's lead is now 35-zip. And Feeney puts his hand up, acknowledging he's ready to go. He approaches and gets off the kick. Goes down to the 5-yard line and pull down at the 20. Maybe the 21. That looks like they're going to give him the 21.
Nick Moscatel, senior, on the special teams tackle. Good job.
We have a timeout, looks like being called by the officials.
Framingham ball around 20-yard line. First and 10.
Okay, Framingham comes up to the line. First and 10. 1:23 to go in the half. Fumble.
Oh, I think Walpole got it again.
There's a fumble on the play.
And Walpole did recover.
Boy, very sloppy.
And Walpole will take it on the 21, maybe. Wow, when it rains, it pours. This has been awful for Framingham.
Boy, they are very sloppy, Framingham.
And with that fumble recovery, Walpole will take over.
Good showing on the far side by the brigade up on the far right-hand corner of the stands. Good to see all the students come out supporting their fellow student athletes here. 1:19 to go in the first half. Falzone
There's,
is back in.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
It's not Kilroy. It's
Oh, no, yeah.
Noah McKenzie.
Falzone
Now down with the carry.
stopped at about the 21. Gets
Taken down by Henry Vogel.
nowhere.
Again, the big hit right there by Chris Gillis.
Yeah, that is, like you said, Noah McKenzie in at quarterback. He's a sophomore. I think he saw a little bit of action last year,
Yeah,
late
yeah.
in the year. In fact, I think he even threw a touchdown pass.
Yeah, he came in against Framingham, threw
Right.
one pass.
That's right, yeah.
And it was a touchdown.
Yeah.
And he got some time later in the year in other games, but 6'4", I believe.
About that, yeah. Looks like a tall kid. He's looking, fires, complete to O'Brien.
Oh.
Touchdown. Man, what a move.
Did they give it to him? Yeah, they did. Slant pass again, just not stopped.
That was O'Brien with his second touchdown of the game and the season. 21 yards.
So I tell you, his work against Framingham, 2 for 2 with 2 touchdown passes, pretty good, huh?
Right, yeah. I'd like to have those stats.
Yeah.
Feeney's kick is up, straight through. 42 to nothing.
Walpole 42, Framingham 0.
Wow. Yeah, Framingham just has been killing itself with fumbles.
Just, really sloppy.
Yeah. Walpole will be kicking off for the 7th time in this game. 6, 7, 8th. The 8th time that Feeney will be kicking off here. Kick goes to the opposite side. It's taken on the 5 to the 10, 15, and he gets up over the 20 to about the 23. First and 10 for the Flyers from their own 23-yard line, I would say, maybe 24. Where are they going here? .24-yard line. 13 seconds left in the half. Here's a pitch to the left side. Oh, what a hit by
that was Foynes.
Foynes, yeah.
Well, to be fair, the first play was made by the corner, and I'm trying to figure out who was out there, but I apologize for not having him, but he actually started the tackle and Foynes finished it.
Well, that will bring about the end of the first half. It's been completely Walpole. Framingham is killing itself with fumbles, bad field position. Their defense, especially their pass defense, is negligible.
It's a complete mismatch. I mean, let's face it. Framingham's not one of the better teams I've seen this ever in the 8 years I've been calling this. I mean, but again, Walpole's skill level is like off the charts.
Yeah. We'll go over the scoring here in the first half. 3 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, Max Collins pulled in a 30-yard pass from Corey Kilroy. Aiden Feeney's extra point made it 7-0. Then at the 8:14 mark of the first quarter, Jamal Abdal Kablak hauled in a 41-yard pass from Kilroy. Feeney's extra point made it 14-0. Sean O'Brien scored the first of his 2 touchdowns at the 10:11 mark of the first quarter, pulling in a 27-yard pass from Kilroy. Once again, Feeney's extra point made it 21-0. In the second quarter, 1:24 into the quarter, Andrew Falzone scored on a 3-yard run. Feeney's kick, 28-0. At 10:13, Logan Key scored on a 10-yard run. Feeney again with the PAT and a 35-0 lead. And closing it off with just 20 seconds left in the half, O'Brien pulled it a 21-yarder with the final 15 yards or so all on his own. Excuse me. From Noah McKenzie, who is in replacing Kilroy. I agree with this, why the lead is so big now, why risk any injury to Kilroy. Feeney's extra point made it 42-0, and that's the way we stand. Kilroy was 6 for 6 passing. 159 yards according to my stats. And Noah McKenzie, 1 for 1 throwing for 21 yards. Kilroy is carried once for 5 yards. Keys once for 10 yards. And Andrew Falzone, 3, 6, 9 carries, 21, 23, 26, 28, 30, 41 yards for Andrew. And that's the way we stand here at halftime. While the two teams take a little break, we're going to do the same thing. We'll be here shortly with second half action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to second half action here from Turco Field with your Walpole Timberwolves rolling over Framingham 42-0 at the half. Everything has gone right for Walpole. Nothing has gone right for Framingham.
That's an understatement.
It's pretty sad for the Flyers, who have been grounded, you might say.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
Actually, this is the first
a lot of self-inflicted too.
Right, oh yeah. Who have we got back deep for Walpole here? Looks like Logan Keys is the deep man. Up front, looks like Kevin Needham. And on the far side, I'm not quite sure of that number. And we are underway.
Looks like Needham.
Needham gets it on the 16. He's up to the 25, to the 20, up to the 30-yard line. Nice run back. And Walpole will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Yeah, kind of what I was expecting to see. The second team starts out here, so we'll try to get some names here.
Right.
Stats are going to be different.
Yes, they will.
Gotta kind of start all over.
Right,
but
so yeah, McKenzie
McKenzie's going to be a
is
quarterback.
at quarterback.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, there's a pitch to Rocco Fazoko, and he is dropped for a loss. A loss of about 3. So second and about, so they only gave him a loss of about 1 there, so second
That's a completed
and about
pass
1.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see an 89 on the roster, but I'm wondering if that's 98. Kamari Hughes, wide receiver, junior.
Oh yeah, his number was 89. I've
Yeah.
got him as 89. Hand off to John Deho. He's got a first down and then some. Still on the move up to the 45-yard line. Up to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 15 for Dayer on his first varsity carry.
Daher, a junior. John Daher.
Dayer, I guess.
There he is again.
He gets it. Cuts up.
Can't do
And
about a
picks
yard.
up a yard or 2, yard maybe.
Dylan Burgess, sophomore, is in there at line as a lineman. Number 21, also Quinn Mitchell, sophomore, and at split end. We mentioned Kamari Hughes already. Noah McKenzie as well. We'll try to get the rest of some of the linemen. Number 70, Nick Moscatel made a special teams tackle earlier in the game. 72, Steve Hutnick, Jr. Looks like he's in at guard.
Back to passes. McKenzie throws incomplete. He was looking for St. Cyr.
Is that the first incompletion of the day?
It is,
for
yeah.
The
For
Timberwolves?
either team, yeah. for either quarterback. Third down and about 9 for Walpole. Pass. McKenzie's going to run with it, and he may have gotten a yard.
Design draw there. Also, who I didn't get there, Pete Folan, sophomore. He was in there as well on the line. But that brings out the punting team on 4th and 9.
Here. And we'll see Feeney's first punt of the season.
Is this Feeney?
It's supposed to be. Maybe they don't even have him there.
Yeah, it is.
Line drive, bounces. Walpole, they're going to let it roll, and it is down on the 6-yard line. 47-yard punt there for Feeney.
All right, a few more subs in there. Looks like Kevin Needham, who returned the second half kickoff here, is in, as well as Aiden Abate. Logan Keys still in there at DB. Rocco Fizzoco at cornerback. Looks like number 53. I'm just picking them off as I go.
Yeah.
Tyler Witham.
I see Aiden Abate out there. Pitch left.
Oh,
and
nice play.
Fumble.
They cannot hold on to the ball, and they got it.
Touchdown recovered. Now, who recovered it?
That was Kamari Hughes with the big hit that caused the fumble, but who got it? Charlie Lyons? Looks like Charlie Lyons might have recovered it the way they're congratulating him on the sideline. Kamari Hughes, big hit. Boy, in Framingham. Wow, they just cannot hold on to the ball.
Oh, they are doing running time. Good. And are they going to go for 2 here? No, they're going to let Feeney kick. There's the snap. The ball is down. The kick is up, and it is 49-0 now. Walpole on top. And we are having running time here for the second half with the T-Wolves on top, 49-0.
Yeah, it looks like running time, like you said before.
Yeah. I see Tyler Rubino out there, Beatty, Nick Moscatel, Charlie Lyons, Sean Moriarty, Feeney's kick coming off. Taken on the 5 up to the 15-20 on the side, and gets up to about the 30-yard line, and that's where Framingham will take over on their own 30, 1st and 10.
Let's try to get a few more of those names here. Michael Pileski, sophomore, number 34. I mentioned him, Aiden Abate, in there as well.
All right, Framingham going out. Being chased, and Silva goes down back at inside of his 20-yard line.
I tell you, the two DNs closed hard. I mean, number 89, Kamari Hughes, and number 82, Charlie Lyons, who's been involved in a few plays tonight, special teams and defensively. And I think he, again, it was so far away I couldn't see, but I believe he recovered that fumble for the touchdown.
Right.
So Kamari Hughes and Charlie Lyons teaming up to cause havoc here in the second half.
3:18 and counting to go in this third quarter. It's a 2nd and about 19 for Framingham.
Oh, big hit.
And
Oh,
a
another
fumble
fumble,
again.
but I think Framingham got it.
Yeah.
Nick Moscatel with the big hit coming up from the inside at D tackle.
A loss of another yard. 3rd and 20. There's the snap to Silva. He's back to pass. Being chased, brought down at the 15-yard line, it looks like.
Charlie Lyons and Kamari Hughes again. I tell you, if those are the backup DNs, they're doing a great job.
Right. So another loss back. So it'll be 4th and about 26 maybe. Back deep for Walpole.
Abdel Kalak, yeah,
Oh, Abdel Kalak, yeah.
and Needham. I don't know if Framingham has punted yet. They usually just turn it over. I'm sorry.
A
I'm sorry,
timeout
that's mean.
called with 121.
And they still
Looks
run
like they're
the
not
clock.
even going to stop the clock for the timeout. This may get us to the end of the third quarter. So we will probably run this third quarter out here. Framingham's coming back out on the field. And the Timberwolves are doing the same. Punting situation for the Flyers.
Oh,
Drops
okay.
it.
Oh,
He's
no.
gonna run with it. And he goes out of bounds at the 23-yard line, maybe.
I think
And
someone
that's where
buttered up
Walpole will
Framingham's
take
fingers.
over. Yeah.
Wow.
We only had one touchdown in that quarter. It was once again by Walpole as Charlie Lyons, we think, recovered a fumble in the end zone. Aiden Feeney's 7th PAT made it 49-0, and that's the way we stand after 3 periods of play. It looks like this entire second half is going to be running time.
So with the fumbled snap, they still haven't punted. So they're
That's
losing
true.
49-0, and they haven't punted yet.
Tough start for Framingham. And they're a Division I school, too.
Well, I mean, yeah, by enrollment.
Yeah, by
for
enrollment,
sure,
yeah. see if there's anything I missed here. I don't think so. I think I've given you all our information here. Once again, though, if you would like to do play-by-play or color commentary, you too can have as much fun as Mike and I are having here in the press box.
I want to mention Joey Malone in at left tackle, sophomore. Looks like a good-sized kid. Kevin Needham's playing tailback right now. Michael Hennessy in the slot. There's Kevin Needham.
Needham with the ball. Gets down to the 20. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made by Henry Goldberg. Blocking by Steve Hutnick. And Joe Malone.
Believe I saw number 78, Matt Batello, check into the game at guard, left guard, yep. Also want to mention Hutnick, Steve Hutnick at center.
There's a handoff to Needham. Yeah, Needham, he gets nowhere.
Tackle by Alexis Florian.
They're gonna.
And I also want to mention Cale Soto Brouillard Jr. in there at offensive line as well, and number 27 Shane Brennan at looks like he's a slot guy, wide receiver guy as well. Everyone getting a shot to play tonight. Number 9 Jake Gondelman Jr.
3rd down and 8 for Walpole. Needham going, and he gets to about the 60, maybe. At the 16, pickup of 5.
4th down.
4th down and about 4 or 5, about 5.
Some of these kids getting their first varsity game experience. Regardless of the score, it's always a great memory.
Right. Needham cuts upfield, gets the first down, still going, still going. Down close to the end zone. He's pulled down at about the 4, 3.
Nice run by Needham. Got to the corner.
Down to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, nice run by Needham. Got to the corner with a lot of speed and then made a nice cutback and carried a few guys for a few extra yards. Gets the first down.
Pick up a 14 on that, too. So a new set of downs for Walpole, 1st and goal.
Needham looks a little banged up, though, in that last one.
Oh, what a fake. Noah McKenzie goes in from 2 yards for the touchdown.
Walpole running a steady diet of that handoff to the single back, and then obviously down near the goal line. What you see oftentimes is the quarterback keeping it, and he had a wide open lane, was able to score pretty easily.
Snap, the ball is down, the kick is up, it is good, there's a flag. It's against Framingham, the kick is good. And it makes the score Walpole 56, Framingham nothing. Uh, 8:02 and counting left in this one. Framingham will be glad to get back home. Walpole, I think, will be doing a little celebrating tonight after the game. And really, this is, like we've said, because they've had so many kids, this will be a complete team effort here with all of the a lot of the younger players getting playing time here.
Well, hey, we talked about their next 3 games. Those are all going to be just tough battles.
Right.
Natick next week, I believe Milton the following week. Oh no, Wellesley,
Wellesley
the following week,
and then Milton. Yeah.
So hopefully they came out of tonight unscathed, no injuries.
Another deep kick taken at the 10, 15, 20, and stopped there.
William Zibon with that return.
Aiden the body on the tackle.
Tackled by Jordan Lowe. Drew Corbett and Logan Hughes assisting the tackle.
They're going to mark it on the 22. We're under 7 minutes to play here.
Okay, so a few more kids that I see. Greg Belleville Jr., number 57, number 35. I don't have a 35, so I apologize to whoever that might be. Maybe it's Braden Matera, number 36 in our roster.
I have 35 as Aiden Abadi.
I have him as 34.
I've got 34 as Danny Cesario.
Oh, see, I don't know how we're looking at two different rosters, but we are. So I might have been giving, who do you have as 34?
30 Cesario.
Oh, I might have been giving him some credit for some tackles earlier. Abadi giving credit to his tackles.
Yeah. The pass complete on the side. Still going. He's going, and he's pulled a nice tackle from behind by 27, who is Shane Brennan. Nice play to stop a even bigger gain. Framingham will have the ball on their own 44. I think. Oh no, they were in Walpole territory once on a penalty. This is their first sustained drive.
Armani Lopez, another new player in the game, number 26.
Breaks away, gets up to the 48.
All right, can I see your roster on that one? Because our 34s and 35s might have collided there. Okay. So, your roster has Abadi as 35, I have him as 34, and you have 34 is Danny Cesario, who I have as 38 on my roster, so we have to get this squared away next week. Hopefully kids understand, parents understand that
Right.
we're not...
We don't always get the most up-to-date rosters. Second and about 5 for Framingham. It's back to pass. Rolling, pull down, no, gets free and rolls back up to the line of scrimmage.
Keeper, tackle made by Kale Silva.
Jack Oliveira at quarterback now for Framingham.
Yeah, Foynes had the original shot at the quarterback, and then Kale Soto Briad finished up. Good for him, junior. I see number 20, Pedro DeMello, in at cornerback. I do see 36, Braden Matera, but again, yep, I think we're both the same on that one, so on that roster.
Third down for the Flyers. Back to pass, throws over his head and complete. Fourth down.
Good play by either Danny Cesario or Aiden Abadi.
Yeah.
Read that, came up and made the stick, forced the incompletion.
Fourth down for Framingham, and they're going to go for it. They've got nothing to lose at this point.
Ryan Domino, number 71.
Handoff, and it will not be a first down. He gets to about the 48 of Walpole, and that's where Walpole will take over. 2.5 minutes left in this one. Timberwolves on top, 56-0. But like we said, the entire second half has been all non-starters for Walpole. A lot of all younger kids getting their opportunity for varsity action.
Mikey St. Martin, number 1, just checked in. I see Paul Whalen, number 28, quarterback. And I'm trying to see who that running back is.
28 is the new, okay.
28's the new quarterback, yep.
Paul Whalen.
36. Oh.
36 gets to the 40.
Well, I have 36 as Brandon Matera. Yep, we're both on the same there.
Yeah.
See number 15, Will McGrath, sophomore, getting into the game.
Taken down by Michael Presbyterian.
Pickup of 6 on the play.
Number 14, Nick Rico Bono, junior, wide receiver.
And off again. Matera, and he goes out of bounds on the 35.
Nice quickness.
Pickup of 13.
Chase Ian Tosca just checked in on the line, sophomore.
And Jason Jean Louis.
This would be the last play of the game, I
It
assume.
will be 30 seconds and counting. Paul Whalen in calling the signals for the Timberwolves. Walpole comes up to the line.
They might just nail it here.
Yeah. Matera, the running back. And that's what he does. He's going to take a knee, and that will end it here from Turco Field as Walpole completely dominates in this game. Taking the we'll give you the rundown here as Walpole led the entire way. Mike, I saw nothing negative on the Walpole side of the ball.
No, I mean, what was validated for me was how explosive they are in offense, especially at the wideout spot. And, I mean, Collins and Abdul Khalik and O'Brien just look like they're going to be something to deal with this whole year for the Bay State.
Right.
Kilroy at quarterback and of course Falzone at running back.
Yeah. All right, so Walpole gets the win right off the bat. We will give you the scoring in order here. Max Collins scored first on a 30-yard pass from Corey Kilroy. Aiden Feeney kicked the first of his 8 extra points, and Walpole led 7-0. Jamal Abdal-Khalak came back shortly with a 41-yard TD reception. And before the first quarter was over, Sean O'Brien pulled in a 24-yarder from Kilroy, and that made it 21-0 at the end of the first 12 minutes of play. Andrew Falzone scored on a 3-yard run, 1:24 into the second quarter. Logan Keys scored on a 10-yard run, and O'Brien pulled in his second TD of the season and the game, 21 yards from Noah McKenzie, who replaced Kilroy, just because the game was getting out of hand. In the third quarter, Charlie Lyons recovered a fumble in the end zone. We think it was Charlie Lyons. We'll check on that later, but I think it was Charlie. He scored, made it 49-0. And the only score of the fourth quarter, Noah McKenzie from 2 yards out, making it 56-0. It was, like we said, it was just completely dominant by Walpole.
Yeah, and we didn't see any injuries, so hopefully they come out of this healthy. And then next week, here we go. We got Natick.
Right.
Yep.
All right, folks, we will see you then. Once again, your final score from Turco Field, Walpole 56, Framingham 0.